Thank you, everybody, for joining. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Lev Lysokin, and I'm part of the marketing organization here at CAST. And welcome to today's webcast about the very relevant and timely topic of how we get in front of software risk. So thank you for coming and joining us in this discussion. And I do want to stress discussion because we have a lot of material that our speakers are going to be presenting today. But we also want to welcome your feedback, your comments, your questions, and we're going to try to make it as interactive as possible throughout the hour that or a little bit less than an hour that we have together. Okay, so now I want to introduce our speakers for today. So we are very pleased to be joined by Melinda Ballou, who is the program director at IDC for the ALM research, the Application Lifecycle Management Research. And Melinda we've known Melinda for a while. She's known CAST. We've worked with her for a long time. She's really a veteran of the space and has been an analyst for many, many years, over 15 years, and in IT for much longer than that, and is very knowledgeable about many of the aspects around application lifecycle, around SDLC, around QA, project portfolio management, and she's going to be talking about some of her findings and observations about how organizations deal with software risk. And so we're definitely very much looking forward to that part of the presentation. We also have Peter Pizzatillo. He is also a member of the CAST marketing organization, a colleague of ours here. And, Pete has a lot of experience in application portfolio analysis, in software estimation. He's also a veteran of the software space and knows a lot about software measurement, software estimation, and APM, and he's going to be sharing some of the actually research that he's seen and some things about our product in this area. Okay, so without further ado, let me pass the baton over to Melinda to get started.
Great, thank you, Lev. It's great to have a chance to speak with everyone today. We'll be discussing throughout the next hour the ways in which organizations are struggling with downtime, security, and other kinds of risk, and ways of addressing that up front to help to avert the danger that has not yet come or that's in the process of coming increasingly. So just to start us off, what I wanted to do was talk a little bit about a sampling of outages that we saw just in 1 week in August and then some recent ones as well. It was fairly remarkable that on August 19th, we saw an outage from Amazon. And then again on the 20th, there was an outage with Goldman Sachs, a trading glitch that cost more than $100 million. Then on the 21st, Everbright, a firm trading in China, brought down the Shanghai Stock Exchange. And then on the 22nd, we, of course, saw the NASDAQ outage. And then on the 26th, there was a challenge with the Eurex trading as well. And then another challenge with Amazon later that week. And then in the last 2 weeks, you see these other issues with systems going down. And quite ironically, actually, the SEC met with the CEOs of the stock exchanges on September 12th. On September 13th, the Chicago Board Options Exchange went down. And earlier that week, there had been another problem with NASDAQ. So, of course, we see some of these in the news, and there are many, many more than these outages. But the challenge is that these are very, very public, extremely impactful, and address not only these kinds of highly visible sectors in the industry from financial services, but personal impact as well, and impact to a range of businesses. And so what we're finding is that you have the complexity is increased, and we'll get into more depth around this from a deployment perspective, where we have what we call IDC multimodal deployment across these different platforms. You have social, you have the ways in which social media are engaging a much, much broader audience than ever before in conjunction with mobile. So huge amounts of usage, data, and the need to analyze that information as well. And you have the impact around cloud. At the same time, you have less budget, and you have development practices with Agile, where you have extremely high velocity, high rates of churn, and immediate impact of releases that have to go out at an increasing pace, and then complex sourcing as well.